Hi there, so today we're going to work on our desk job fits. We can often get office bodies, so as we sit in chairs all day, hunched over computers, what often happens is we feel a lot of strain and stress in our backs, in our hips and around the shoulders. A lot of the time when we want to fix our back problems, we'll go and have a massage down the shoulder blades, but actually what's happened is by coming into a posture where we're typing, all of our pectoral muscles start to really shrink and move down and pull our shoulder blades out of alignment. So we're going to work on opening up through the pectorals so that we can relax through our shoulders. We're going to get a bit of length through our back, and we're going to do some twists to release the lower back. So let's start off in child's pose. Come find yourself onto the floor. Bring your two big toes together. And then open your knees nice and wide, just so you can rest your torso down towards the ground. See if you can get the space in between your eyebrows to rest onto the floor. From here, bring yourself onto your fingertips and push your fingers into the floor. So you feel your elbows lift, your armpits lift, and then you're pulling your sitting bones down towards your heels. Take a really deep breath in all the way through the back body. All those little intercostal muscles in between our rib cage start to open up. Another big breath in and out. Good. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders, roll up onto all fours. So as you roll up, see if you can pull your belly button towards the sky, draw your chin towards your chest, and feel this wrapping around the shoulder blades, almost as if you're wearing a shawl. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, leading from the sitting bones, you're going to move back down towards the ground. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, you're rolling up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis and lead from the sitting bones to draw back down. And again, inhale, curl through the spine, chin to chest, push the floor away. Exhale, tuck your tailbone and move back down towards the floor. This time we're going to inhale, roll forwards. Now as you exhale, tuck your toes, and again, leading from your sitting bones, draw your bottom up towards the sky. Inhale, gentle shift forward, come onto your shins, chin to chest. Exhale, moving back down to the ground. And again, inhale, moving up. Exhale, push your sitting bones through the sky, push the floor away. Inhale, moving forwards. And exhale, sinking back down. Inhale, move all the way onto all fours. Now as you exhale, just relax your shoulders back in towards the sockets. We're going to release our wrists as we do lots of texting and typing. Everything around our forearm starts to become very tight, and later in life it can lead to arthritis or carpal tunnel syndrome. So we'll just work on releasing through our wrists a little bit. Take your thumbs and draw them to the outsides of your mats. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you might find bringing your hands closer towards your body will help. From here, glue the heel of your palm to the ground and start to just draw little circles clockwise and anti-clockwise. Good. Take a big breath in, shift your weight forwards, and now exhale, draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Keep pushing the heel of your palm into the ground. Inhale forwards and exhale, rocking back. Good, now inhale, move forwards very gently, move your wrists back around and clench your hands into really tight fists. So we want to not have our knuckles on the ground, we actually want to have tops of the hands onto the floor. Keep a gentle bend in your elbows. Now squeeze your fist as tight as you can, take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, push the floor away. Wow, you should feel a really big stretch through the forearm here. As you exhale, melt back down, take a big breath in. And again, push the ground away, squeeze those fists. Repeat this for as much as you feel necessary, and then start to come back onto all fours. Let's push back to downward facing dog. And again, just heel toe, open up through the lower back. Good, let's walk forwards towards the top of our mat and come into Uttanasana, forward bend. Bring your two fists in between your feet so that they're hip distance apart. And make sure your sides of your feet are parallel to the long edge of your sticky mat. Now bend your knees and bring your hands onto the outside of your shins. You're going to create a little kind of pressure cooker here. So push your hands into your shins as much as you can and push your shins into your hands. So you're kind of opposing the pressure. Keeping your belly and your ribs connected to your thighs. Now start to push your bottom out towards the back of the room. What you'll feel is the sitting bones start to move apart, so your bottom's actually getting wider here. The effect of this is we're releasing through the sacrum, so where we've been sitting all day, we're releasing through the lower back. Keep pushing as hard as you can. Inhale, look halfway up. And then exhale, folding back down. So keep the shins in, thighs out. See if you can keep the integrity of this hugging with the shins. Now draw your hands behind your back and start to lift your little fingers down towards the ground. Shake your head no, and nod your head yes. And just start to really relax through the pectoral muscles here. Good. As you inhale, sweep your hands up towards the sky. Come all the way to standing. And then exhale, hands towards your heart. Big breath in, reach all the way up. And again, exhale, fold all the way down, Uttanasana. Let's step our right leg back and come into a lunge. So make sure your left knee is right on top of your left ankle. Squeeze the inner thighs together so that you level the pelvis. Push back through your right heel as firm as you can and inhale. Reach up into your high lunge. Take a big breath here. And now as you exhale, open up into warrior two. So we're going to get the sides of our foot in line with the short edge of our sticky mat and draw your left knee right over your left ankle. Have just a degree of twist into your hips so that you can feel your left knee tracking towards your little toe, and then draw your body towards the inside to the midline of your pose. Push into the right baby toe to feel the inner right thigh start to open. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, sink a little bit lower. Good. Now inhale, straighten that front leg. Turn the toes so they're both pointing towards the front of your mat. And then draw your hands behind your back again. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, fold down towards the ground. Again, shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And see if you can bring your weight a little bit closer towards your toes. You might find that turning the big toes in just slightly is going to help you with your balance here. Take another big breath in. And then as you exhale, release your hands down towards the ground. Breathing in, lengthen the spine. And as you breathe out again, move towards the side and push back. Downward facing dog. See if you can release your right forearm to the floor. And then your left forearm. Coming into dolphin dog. Start to melt your heart down towards the ground. And you'll really feel the shoulder blades start to open here. Big breath in. And out. One more in, and out. Moving down onto all fours. Briefly bring yourself into a child's pose again. And then when you're ready, rolling back up onto all fours, we're going to drop our chest and chin towards the ground as you scoop your way into cobra pose. Again, roll your shoulders away from your ears. And then melt back down towards the floor. Let's open our arms out like the letter T. And we're going to flick our left foot up. See if you can land this foot behind you. Keep your right arm where it is. We're going to really open up through this right pec muscle here. So now rest your ear on the floor. You might want to keep your hands supporting in front or draw the arm behind. So for a couple of breaths here. In and out. Again, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, rolling back on towards your stomach, hands underneath your shoulders, push back, downward facing dog. Again, heel, toe, heel, toe. Take a big breath in, draw your right leg back. And as you breathe out, step that foot in between your hands, moving into a lunge again. Squeeze the inner thighs and reach up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, opening up into your warrior two. So same sequence as on the other side. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring your body in towards the midline and keep that right knee tracking backwards. Good, now straighten your front leg, turn the toes, and then fold down into your forward bend. Close your eyes, take a big breath in, and out. In, and out. Hands onto your hip. Find your way all the way up to the center. And then again, turn around, moving down in towards your lunge. Hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Again, drop the left arm, the right arm, And just take a couple of breaths in dolphin dog here. Big breath in. As you breathe out, can you release your heels to the floor? Good. Again, move into child pose ever so briefly. And then when you're ready, scoop your way in through your cobra to open up through the pecs on the other side. So let's find our way back down. Arms open like the letter T. This time flicking the right foot up. Step your foot behind you and keep your left arm where it is. From here, you might want to reach your hand in front of you or wrap it around. Again, just work on rolling that right shoulder back now. And if you're feeling a lot of tension in the left, you might want to wriggle the hand a little bit closer. One more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, moving back on towards your stomach, let's finish our sequence in child's pose. Thanks very much, guys. Have a really lovely week. I'll see you next time. Namaste.